Hello! Breeding Pokemon has become a lot easier in Scarlet and Violet. First, we need to defeat the Elite Four so that we can unlock the Judge function. You can unlock this by just going to a Pokemon Center as if you're going to heal up your Pokemon, and they will unlock this feature for you. The Judge function allows us to check the stats of our Pokemon. We are mostly looking for Best, as this means that the stat is maxed out. When we are breeding for battle-ready Pokemon, we are looking to obtain Best in as many stats as possible, typically 5 IVs, because we are using a special or physical attacker in most cases. We also want to pick up the Everstone and Destiny Knot, which can now both be purchased at the Delibird shop, which you can access quickly in Mesa Goza near the western entrance. There's actually 2 shops in Mesa Goza, and that's basically everything that we need to get started. To start breeding, we first need to choose both of our parent Pokemon and place them in our party. It's probably best to also put your other Pokemon in boxes just to avoid any sort of confusion. Using Eevee as an example, we need a female Eevee alongside a male Eevee, or a male Pokemon which is in the same egg group. Eevee is in the field egg group, along with quite a large number of other Pokemon, so you could use your female Eevee with, let's say, a male Houndour, and you would still hatch Eevee eggs. If you don't have a female Eevee, you can use male Eevee and a Ditto instead. Ditto can be caught in a few locations, however it will be disguised as another Pokemon in the wild. You can lock on to wild Pokemon in these areas to find out which one is Ditto and then catch it. You can also find Ditto inside Tera raids with guaranteed perfect IVs. I was able to catch a perfect 4 IV Ditto from a 5-star raid, and I even made a video with a pretty simple strategy to be able to solo this raid yourself. However, I do recommend doing this raid with other players, as more people will be able to access higher IV Dittos and just speed up their breeding processes. So consider joining our Discord if you would like to both share your raids with other players and join other people's raids, and just make a bunch of friends and have some fun. Is what the games are all about after all. To sweeten the deal, we will also be doing a weekly raffle to give away lots of battle-ready Pokemon. Don't miss out. Now that we have our 2 parent Pokemon, it's time to get the Egg Power Level 2 buff. This will let us obtain eggs faster, and also hatch them slightly faster. You can get this buff by making a great peanut butter sandwich, which requires a banana, some peanut butter, and some additional butter. All 3 of these ingredients can be bought at the Porto Marinada marketplace, so stock up if you can. If you don't want to make the sandwich and you just want the buff, you can instead travel to Medali and order the compote de fille dish from a restaurant in the bottom left corner as you enter town. Pressing the right D-pad will also show you your active meal powers, including how long it has left. Now we can talk about obtaining eggs. Make sure that both of your parent Pokemon are in your party and start a picnic. A picnic can hold a maximum of 10 eggs at a time, so if we make our great peanut butter sandwich, it should take around 5 minutes to receive all 10 of our eggs. Set a timer, leave a like on one of my videos, probably this one, leave a comment about which Pokemon you're going to breed first, come back to the picnic basket and take out your eggs. If you want to generate even more eggs, you can just wait another 5 minutes at this point. Otherwise, we can simply end the picnic, go into our boxes, put the 5 eggs into our party with a Pokemon that has either the Flame Body, the Steam Engine, or the Magma Armor ability, and run around in circles and hatch the eggs. I personally like to hatch eggs at the Zero Gate Crater, as it's a nice open area where you can just hold forward on the left stick and either left or right on the right stick. It's very fast, and you'll be back to sitting at the picnic trying to get more eggs in no time. Now that we know the basics, we can move on to breeding perfect IVs, which I'll refer to as best in the Judge function. Normally, if you put 2 Pokemon together, they will pass down 3 of their IVs. However, by giving one of them the Destiny Knot, they will instead pass down 5 IVs between them. This is very important because you are usually using either a special attacker or a physical attacker, and you don't need to pass down both attack stats. HP, defense, special defense, and speed, which are 4 IVs, and then your attack stat of choice, which is 5 IVs. If we hatch an egg with more best stats than a parent Pokemon, we can replace that parent Pokemon to increase the chances for all of our new eggs to hatch with even more perfect IVs. Before you actually get started with breeding, I really recommend that you catch lots of wild Tera Pokemon. You know, the ones that are engulfed in light as you're roaming around Paldea, those ones. They typically have a few best stats, and you can piggyback off of those in different different egg groups to get your IV breeding on the go. Tera raids also have guaranteed IVs based on the raid difficulty, and this is a good way to get lots of 3 and 4 IV Pokemon to get you started, along with lots of the other rewards for juicing up some of the Pokemon you want to make battle ready, such as the ability items, nature mints, XP candy, and bottle caps. Speaking of bottle caps, hyper training does not pass down through breeding. I get this question from time to time. The good news is that hyper training can now be used on Pokemon over level 50, so you don't have to go for the absolute most perfect Pokemon while breeding. If you want to save time, you could go for a 4 IV Pokemon and use a bottle cap on the last stat if you're feeling a little bit lazy. Now let's talk about natures. Some natures are what we call beneficial natures. They give a plus 10% increase to a stat and a minus 10% decrease to another stat. The nature bonuses can be seen on the stats page, where the red triangle is the boosted stat and the blue triangle is the decreased stat. We can give one of our parent Pokemon the Everstone to hold, and all of our eggs that hatch will have the same nature as that parent holding the Everstone. Some common natures include Adamant and Jolly, and Modest and Timid for physical and special attackers respectively. You can also buy nature mints at the Chansey supply stores. However, an Adamant nature Pokemon that eats a Jolly mint will still be Adamant nature, so if they hold the Everstone, all of the eggs will still have the Adamant nature. In other words, nature mints do not pass down through breeding. If you want to hatch hidden ability Pokemon eggs, you need a female parent Pokemon that already has the hidden ability. The only other way is with a male parent Pokemon with the hidden ability alongside a Ditto. I've been asked in the past if hidden ability Ditto will pass down its hidden ability to whichever Pokemon it's breeding with, and the answer is no. To breed for the hidden ability, you need the hidden ability. You can obtain hidden ability Pokemon from Tera raids, or you can use the ability patch, which is also a rare reward from, I believe, 6-star Tera raids, and this will change a Pokemon's ability to its hidden ability, which can then be passed down through breeding. Egg moves are moves which can be obtained from other Pokemon in the same egg group. I highly suggest looking up a Pokemon's egg moves before you start breeding, or just ask me for help. I will also upload individual videos for making specific battle-ready Pokemon, so leave your suggestions as well. We will be using Scyther as an example to breed a Scyther with Defog and Night Slash. First, we put a male Frostmoth that knows Defog in our party with a female Scyther, and we will hatch a Scyther that knows Defog. Then we put a male Kricketune that knows Night Slash in our party with a female Scyther again, and we will hatch a Scyther that knows Night Slash. We want both of these egg move Scythers to breed, so one of them has to be male and the other has to be female. When we breed these two Scythers, we will hatch Scythers that know Night Slash and Defog. We typically want a male Scyther, or whichever Pokemon you're breeding, because this Pokemon will be an egg move transfer Pokemon for other projects. It can be quite useful to add 2, 3, or even 4 egg moves onto a Pokemon that has lots of uses throughout its egg group, and I will go into this in more videos. And finally, we have Tera type breeding. For Pokemon with a dual typing, such as our Scyther, which is bug and flying type, eggs will hatch with either the bug or the flying type as its Tera type. It seems to be around 50%. I have tried to hatch eggs with a rare Tera type. This is obviously a typing which is different to its original typing. I caught a Scizor in a 5-star raid, which was a Water Tera. I hatched a bunch of eggs and I didn't get any Water Tera eggs. So I'm wondering if there's any sort of relationship there or if it's really rare. I will test this more, so if I need to update this, I'll leave a comment here or I'll make another video following up on this. Okay, now let's combine everything in this video and breed a battle-ready Scyther. We have a female hidden ability Scyther with a jolly nature holding an Everstone that currently has 5 perfect IVs. It also has the Defog and Night Slash egg moves from the previous example. The male Scyther is 6 perfect IVs and is holding the Destiny Knot. All we do now is hatch eggs until we obtain 5 perfect IVs, not including special attack. We have the hidden ability and the bug Tera type, all in one egg. And that is the breeding process in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Please leave a like on this video if you found it useful, and don't be afraid to ask questions. I always answer them in the comments, so if you're feeling a little bit confused or unsure, I'm your guy. Thank you to everyone that's been supporting my channel, either by subscribing to my Patreon, boosting our community Discord server, or becoming a member on Twitch or YouTube. You might have a Prime sub you're not using, and you could use that on my channel. I breed battle-ready Pokemon for all of my supporters each month, as as a way of saying thanks for the support. So make sure to link your accounts with your Discord and join our server. There's like a sub-only section and you can place your order there, or you can message me privately. Subscribe for a lot of raiding, breeding and battling videos coming very soon, and click the little notification thing and check out the live streams. I'll be streaming on YouTube quite a lot. That's it for now, everyone. Good luck with your breeding, have fun with the game, and maybe I'll talk to you soon.